Good morning. Definitely ran into some problems this morning. I was doing, it was for a customer's job. Shower glass door repair. What happened was the doors, they both fell off the track and one wheel was missing. So I got a little stash of wheels and different types. I told them, yeah, I can fix it for 180. Then I realized he told me later on that I should bring extra parts because I only knew about the one door. And then he brought up the other door that wasn't working too. So I was like, oh, I want to change my price, but it was my fault that I didn't even ask about the other door. I realized when I got there that the shower handles were loose, and I thought nothing of it. I'm like, I'll just tighten them up. So I just got to working on the glass doors, changed the wheels out. First of all, the wheels that I had, they're either a dot too small or they're just too big. So I'm like, I'm gonna try these small ones out. Small ones worked. So then I tried to test the doors out. It worked. But then I started pushing the shower door handles in. The knobs were sticking out. So what I'm guessing what happened was the knobs ran into the other knobs on the other side, probably, and picked up the door and took off the back wheel off the track. So I'm over here like trying to tighten them, and they were seized. I'm like, I'm gonna break them. I'm gonna break it. I'm like, when I quoted this, that was only for the wheels. And I knew this is the most important thing. You need to scope your job out and then do the job. I get myself in trouble sometimes because now I did the job. Now I'm pretty much trying to justify to them like the shower handles, what's happening is going in and it's taking off the track. I mean, I'm like, I'm gonna break this. And I kept goofing with it because I didn't feel right about it. Because if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to warn them in the beginning before I even start work. So I started taking channel locks to it. Sure enough, it broke. So I'm like, oh, well, now I gotta break the other one off. Realize that these bolts are actually aluminum. Never even knew that they make aluminum bolts. So I made it my problem. Had to thread it in. I had to drill them out, thread stainless in. And I'm like, I'm not warranting these the handles. I'll warranty the wheels for a year, but if this falls off, you're gonna need new shower handles. He was fine with it. He was happy still that I was able to get it. Easy one. I just had a toilet handle swap out with a Mansfield, and then I also replaced the flush seal because I know what happens is when those Mansfields up, I see the handles break all the time. So what usually happens is you flush it, and if it sticks really bad, the handle will break. So I did both those. Now we're going to, oh, that was a property manager's job. Now we're going to a Clog sink job, bathroom sink. Lady's saying someone's there, so hopefully I can record. I'll get you guys some shots. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Hi.
Would it be okay if I record my fixes for YouTube, if that's fine with you?
No, it's fine.
Awesome, thank you. How long has it been clogged for?
I was not here. My roommate, he told me I come back. I left Friday.
Okay.
And it was like this. When I come back, I wash everything and the water doesn't go. So I take out this one. I try to put out something and doesn't come out anything.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what that means. I need this easy job. I am sore. I'll use the zip it first. I wonder if it's going to get anything, but I really think it's just hair. But I think the plunger's going to work. To tell you the truth. Could be hair just deeper. It already hit it. Whatever it was. Oh man. That's a good one. Nice. We're heading out to a prop manager's job. It says, we just delivered the gas stove to blah, blah, blah area. The outlet is bad, no power for the range. Sounds like the gas is all right, but you'll probably have to have your maintenance fix the outlet. Call the tenant up. And she's like, the stove works. And then she's like, did you get my work order about the door? I'm like, no. Then I talked to her a little bit more. Then she's like, the other outlets on the kitchen counter don't work. I'm like, did you walk up to the stove to see if it got power to the stove? She's like, oh no, it works. I got an extension cord running to another outlet. I'm like, okay, well, that's not right. Oh, here's a good one. Good one for YouTube, not a good one for me. I screwed up bad. Super bad. So, shutter job. I'm not a big fan of shutter jobs. They kind of suck. Matters what you're screwing into or knocking the tabs in. This one took a while to come to a head. Problem was, I had her send me photos, then I gave her an estimate, and then I showed up, and all the shutters she ordered, she went off of one measurement, and all the rest of them were wrong. She had to reorder them. We finally got it in, and she took like a month, it seemed like, each time. But finally got them in. I don't know if it's new or something. Every time I see shutters, the holes are already pre-drilled. When I went there originally, the first time, I realized none of these are drilled. I'm like, I was gonna eat it, just charge her the rate I was gonna charge her. I'm like, well, since I gotta come back, I'm gonna change the quote. I'm sorry, but now I gotta drill these holes out. I'm looking at it as it's more idiot proof, okay? One less thing I gotta do. So you still have to drill them out, you know, 6 per shutter, and I was doing 5 sets of shutters. So my original quote was $625 for 5 sets of shutters. I still gotta go back and add another shutter in, but I told her I was gonna give her the measurement on that because it was on the 2nd floor after she agrees to do this. Because I'm not gonna waste my time to order or go through all that if I'm not gonna get paid. Now, the original quote was $625 for 5 sets of shutters. One pair was in brick, and the other pair, which I was worried about, was on the 2nd floor, 3 sets of windows, and shutters, little shutters on both sides. I had no room for my ladder, and I had the Gorilla 26-footer. Actually, it probably would have been easier with the extension ladder. I'm not gonna buy that. I don't got a big enough truck. I don't got all this room for all that. For 2nd floor shutters, what was the pain in the butt would be, because the windows go all the way across it. I'm gonna have to, I was thinking about going on the sides of it. Then I realized there's a window on the left side of that. So I decided to pick up the ladder way more so I would go over the windows. Definitely struggled with this ladder. The 26-footer, when you open it up, I charge more for it because I'm running a risk of breaking the window. The new quote, after I realized I had to drill them out, was $725. I'm just going off the old shutters and going off of their holes. I don't know if I was getting lazy or if I was moving too fast. I wasn't moving that fast. The house was on vinyl siding other than the one brick in the front. And I ended up drilling the hole in the middle a little off, and it was loopy. It was loopy, and I'm like telling this lady, well, maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can get the color for it. It was like a red. And then eventually she was fine with it or whatever, as long as it's gonna look good. And I was just thinking, like, what am I doing? This is my client. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna fade over time if I decide to paint it, that one area. She just bought brand new shutters. She's paying good money. She better get a good quality product. I'm like, I just told her, I'll buy a new set. These are special order. But I was like thinking, you know, it could be probably 80 bucks. She said, no, these are more expensive. I'm like, okay. And then she pulled out a receipt, and guess how much these shutters cost for one pair? $184 plus tax. So it was about 200 bucks. So I'm like thinking, Lord. I'm like, good thing I charged good money for these shutters, because now I turned that $725 down to $527. She was cool about it. I'm surprised she didn't freak out when I screwed up the shutter. She's like, you know what, here, let me give you 6. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, I don't want no bad taste in your mouth, and I want to make sure I go to bed at night. She's like, yeah, I'll give you 6. I'm like, awesome. So now I think she's not even gonna order the shutters now. She's probably just taking that little bit of loss. The son's probably just telling her, just keep the shutter. Whatever, you know, put it in, who cares? That's probably what happened. And then I got over there, she had me go look at her fan. She's having issues with the fan, with the remote. Apparently the next door neighbor has working on the same frequency, and they're fighting each other with the fans. So her light randomly comes on, randomly turns off. Same thing with the fan. And then I went in there and I got bit by the son's dog. He's visiting, and I kind of blame myself for, I tried to comfort the dogs. It was a medium-sized dog. It was probably a little bigger than a small dog. My fault for trying to pet him, and I got a good nip. You can't really even see it. It looked like a human bite for a second. It was just 2 spots that were bleeding. I just ran to the truck, put my hand sanitizer on it. This thing's already healed, and this is like, I don't know how long ago now. A few days ago. In my book, my clients could do no wrong. It's easier to blame yourself than other people, so you know for the future. I was due. I didn't get bitten for a long time. It's enough talking. I gotta tell you about that screw up, so I'll get you guys some shots. Maintenance.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hello. Let me get rid of those screws for you.
The door is closed.
It's my fault. I'm over leaving the door open. Last time I had to go fix these, the hinges. I don't leave these though. Should not leave these screws. Oh, there's still more screws. Oh man. My knees still hurt from skateboarding. Oh. Let's see what's going on. Here's the extension cord for that. Nothing. Where's my GFCI? Right behind the microwave. Nothing. Oh. And what she said it was green. And we still got no power. See the green? I don't know if you guys can, but we'll try it. That's acting goofy. I just replaced the GFCI in the bathroom too not too long ago. That's goofy. Nothing's setting. No one's on. Well, it's not resetting. Okay. So, let's move this. What am I going to do with it? I do not know. Let's see if the GFCI is bad. Oh, it is already bad. It's acting funky unless I lost like a neutral or something. I don't know. Let's see. Stranded. And they got strands sticking out. We got power coming in. What is that? That's my line. And then there's no power coming off this side. So we got a bad GFCI. Power coming in is black, power going out is purple and gray. That's our neutral for the power. That's the load side. Yep, so I got my bump cap on. Because these are the basements you're gonna need them for. Oh. I was gonna do it live because I don't want to have to come down here. Problem is that the neutral, there's 2 neutrals on my line side, and I don't want to lose nothing. So disconnecting neutrals, that's when stuff starts blowing up, and I have nothing to go off of right now for that circuit either. My plug-in tester's not even working, and also I did make sure I had 120 volts. An old shower pan. First floor, second floor. We are the second floor, and that's the house, which is probably the landlord. House is, I guess, the main part of the building, or the hallways or something, who knows. So, what do we got? What do we got? We are in the kitchen. Kitchen outlets, kitchen outlets. I'm going to shut them both off, because I don't feel like walking up and down stairs 300 times. Okay. Hopefully I got the right GFCI. I don't want to do no pigtails, because I got the lever edge. Problem is GFCI is not gonna have enough attachment points. These are all 20 amps. I want a 15, just cause. What's this? The last one. No, that's wet resistant. I do got it. I do. Arc fault. This area doesn't require arc fault. Is that it? The last one? No, that's arc fault. Dude, I know I have another one. So, I have mounted GFCIs. The old school ones. Can't say old school. But these I'm gonna have to pigtail. There's not enough holes. So we got no power. What a mess. I don't know. It's not okay to be having strands stick out. It's kind of pointless then. At that point, probably just have 14 gauge. What a mess it is. Look at that. I think that's okay. Unreal. That, strip that, strip that.
Why did it say hi? Why did it say that? You just say
Strip
hi.
that. Really long. So we'll do our line first. These are our line. It's gonna be way too long. Way too long. Good. Hot. Too long. Good. And then my line, I'm sorry, my load. Good. Neutral. Strip gauge. Knock it down. Dot. Get in there. We're in. We're in. Okay, now we're gonna ground this pig. Shook gauge. Cool longer. There we go. We're in. No, we don't have to tape this now because it's all plastic, so shove it all back in the box. Oh my God, I did it again. I hate this so much. I totally thought it was white. I did the same thing before in this place. Oh. So I switched that out now. The almond. Can't really tell. Not almond, ivory. I already pushed the button in. It's good. Trip it, good. Make sure we got power here. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, what happened? So I got to work now. There's a GFCI. Dude, can't see it. There's GFCI behind the refrigerator. So that's good. This is good. Can't see it. Taking a word for it. This is good. Trip this. That's good. And that's a wrap.